Do we have an appointment? I think we do, don't we?
Hello, my name is Mia Haig. I have an appointment with Baron de Mont.
No, you don't. Good day.
Wait,
What is it?
I really do have an appointment.
No, you really do not. His lordship indulges appointment.
Okay, never mind. We're gonna load the game because I thought we had an appointment with him. I thought it was Friday. But never mind. Apparently it's not. I probably should have read the text that appeared at the bottom at the start of the...
Yes?
Good afternoon. My name is Mia Haig. I'm from Men of Influence magazine.
Men of influence? What on earth are you doing here?
This is the residence of Baron Archibald de Mont, is it not?
Yes?
Baron de Mont certainly seems to qualify as a man of influence, wouldn't you say?
I suppose it would depend on how you choose to define influence.
He is the president of Dumas Industrial Enterprises.
Ah,
He's wealthy.
true.
He's well respected. He's dashing. He's debonair.
Listen, this is all very educational, but what exactly do you want?
Future or perfect live series or lifestyle traditions.
I was hoping to profile Baron de Mont for our Perfect
know.
Life series. Each month we cover a different person whose lifestyle and disposition exemplify perfect living.
I assume that's right.
And you wish to include his lordship in this series?
Yes, the idea is to penetrate the myth and get to know the man. His pastimes, his ambitions, his accomplishments, the things that make him tick.
I see.
He's a model aristocrat.
Ah,
Someone our readers can look up to.
of course. Will you
This guy.
excuse me for a moment, Miss Haig? I don't think I could forgive myself if I were to let this sublime opportunity pass by. I will discuss your request with his lordship and return presently with his
Or
answer.
You could just murder him and
Thank you.
go in.
Please, wait here. I shan't be a moment.
You let me in.
Very well.
Well.
His lordship has agreed to see you.
Excellent.
This should be amusing.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Follow me, please.
Well,
Miss Haig, sir.
Splendid. Show her in.
who the fuck
I'll
is
leave you
that?
to your interview, Doc.
Oh my god.
I'll be shopping for the rest of the afternoon.
Yes, yes.
She
Have a
has the
marvelous
worst
time,
voice.
Chipmunk.
Don't call me that.
As you wish, my love. Pip pip.
He's rather larger than I expected.
Ah, yes. He's a big bundle of charisma and intelligence. If you're lucky, perhaps he'll regale you with his rousing safari adventures.
Good day, Baron de Mont.
Goodness, had I known you would be so sumptuous, I might have dreamed. Care for a drink?
No, thank you. It's a little early for me.
Well, I'll indulge for us both in that case. I hope you'll pardon me for saying so, but you're a ravishing girl. Simply ravishing.
That's very kind of you. I'm sure your wife feels absolutely spoiled by your abundant charm.
Oh, she's a lucky old crow, I'll grant you. Now then, Giles tells me you want to profile me for this magazine of yours. Men of Influence, was it?
Yes, each issue we cover a different person in our Perfect Lives series.
not fuck up
Someone
this,
whose
cover
lifestyle and
story.
achievements serve as inspiration for our readers.
Also, I just
So,
realized how this is going to
you've come to the right place.
Buzz business.
That will be all, Giles.
Actually, sir, I thought it might be worthwhile for me to stay, in case the young lady should desire Anything at all.
Splendid idea. Pip, pip.
God.
Yes, sir. I'll be right over here if you require anything, Miss Haig.
Thank you. Baron Dumont, do you mind if I record our interview? I'd rather devote my attention to you than to my notepad.
And who could blame you? Record away, my dear. So then, where shall we begin?
Okay, right. Succeed in business. So, do we want to talk about his business?
Clearly,
Yeah.
it takes a savvy, intelligent individual to succeed in business where you have. What's your secret?
Well, I suppose it takes a solid appreciation of the fundamentals of business success. Once you have that, the rest is easy.
Okay. I don't think this guy knows what he's doing. Well, it's going to stealth their own edition. I think that sounds like a better story.
Many men with such immense wealth succumb to sloth or immoderation. How do you keep yourself productive and effectual in the face of such constant temptation?
Excuse me.
An ingenious question. Well, you see, a man has certain choices he can make. Some choices are wise ones, and some are not. So I suppose you could say that making wise choices is an important step in one's tireless quest for wisdom.
Broadly, is charming. Do I really want to ask him about safari? A hunting rifle. That'll teach me if he knows, maybe if he knows how to kill people. I have no clue. Germanic broadly read as he is charming, which in literature he has found influential. Well, we haven't.
I'm sure our loyal readers would love to know what hunting rifle such a magnificent sportsman favors on safari.
Ah, yes, indeed. Well, it depends to some degree on the beast I'm tracking. For a tiger, I tend to favor the legendary Matterhorn Model 4 special issue.
Isn't that a .22 caliber target rifle? Seems a bit
Yes.
feeble for a tiger.
Yes, but I savor a challenge.
How intrepid! You must be quite a marksman to take down a tiger with a single round from a .22.
Well, sometimes it takes a few more than that.
Still, even 3 rounds is impressive.
It's usually more like 17 or 18.
Really? You might find a larger caliber to be more humane.
Yes, but then you have to deal with all that nasty recoil.
I see.
This guy clearly doesn't know anything about guns, so that's fine. Dangerous animal you've ever faced, or so quite that's fine art. I'm gonna ask him what the most dangerous
What's the
animal he's
most
ever faced is.
dangerous
This should be
animal you ever
interesting.
faced?
I once squared off against a silverback gorilla.
A silverback gorilla?
The silverback gorillas that he got
a
shipped over
huge,
into his
ferocious,
house.
man-eating beast.
What?
Man-eating?
Quite so.
But I was under the impression that gorillas were herbivores and very gentle and less threatened.
Well, that's true of some gorillas, but this was one of the dreaded man-eating gorillas of Pakistan.
I wasn't aware there were gorillas in Pakistan.
Fuck's sake.
Well, that's because few live to tell of them, you see.
Well, it's fortunate that you did.
Agreed. Silverbacks are by far the most dangerous animals to hunt.
I was under the impression that that distinction went to Cape Buffalo.
Nonsense. Cape buffalo are just glorified cows.
Music or
Is there
strike
anything
fear.
that
Okay,
can
let's go
strike
with that one.
fear into the heart of such a
If he
stalwart
just says
hunter
no, I'm
as
going to be very
yourself?
disappointed.
Frankly, no.
Really?
Oh.
Nothing at all?
Never mind.
Not that I can think of.
Not even centipedes?
Oh, dreadful things. Yes, I suppose, perhaps centipedes.
Personally, I'm terrified of rats.
Oh, God, yes. Those beady, evil little eyes and sharp little vermin teeth. Horrible animals, especially in a mob.
And spiders.
What?
Oh, don't even mention them.
How did you become so courageous?
Oh, just something one's born with, I suppose.
Christ. Just notice how ridiculous this guy looks. I wasn't really paying attention to that. What's this thing that yours? I honestly don't know what
I
this
imagine
means,
you've
so let's
traveled
go
to
with this
many
one.
exotic locales across the globe in your many daring adventures. Is there any place you favor above all others for hunting?
Ah, most certainly.
Let me guess. Kenya.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't speak a word of Chinese.
But Kenya's in Africa.
Oh, I thought you were referring to the one in China.
All right then. How about Bengal?
Cold weather doesn't agree with me.
Rhodesia?
Heavens.
Madagascar?
Not on your life.
Where then?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm quite fond of Bristol.
Partridge?
What?
Pandas. Giant pandas.
Bristol, England?
Yes, indeed.
I wasn't aware of any giant pandas in Bristol.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
fairly sure
very
there are
important.
giant pandas in
I
Bristol.
see.
What? Imported giant pandas in Bristol? Well, if I look at my window, I don't see any, so pretty sure he's full of bullshit. I mean, if we couldn't tell that already by thinking that, you know, Kenya's in China, but you know. Bristol. I thought it said ruining. Running to my industrial very differently, late fathers.
How has your
About that.
approach to running Dumas Industrial Enterprises differed from your late father's?
I'm not really sure what approach my father used, but I like to run things strictly by the book.
By the book.
Yes, you know, according to policy.
But whose policies?
I'm afraid that information is strictly classified. Next.
But this guy's a dumbass. He's a message.
Is there a
historical
message
figures,
you'd like to
message.
share with your many admirers?
Good hunting, my humble devotees.
Well, that's all the questions I prepared. I must confess, I'm positive this will be our most popular Perfect Lives installment yet.
Yeah.
Oh, you think
Yeah,
so?
yeah, it will.
Absolutely. Rarely does nature combine so many excellent qualities in one man. Our readers will be fascinated and maybe even a bit envious.
One can hardly blame them.
Maybe
What
a
I
little.
don't understand is where such a busy man
Hysterical.
finds the time to be a successful business tycoon, loving husband, daring hunter, astute philosopher, cultivated humorist, etc. Aren't you overwhelmed?
Well, one learns to delegate. For example, although you wouldn't guess it, I'm only peripherally involved with Dumas Enterprises these days. Strictly in an
Oh.
advisory capacity, you see, to keep the company on track.
How ingenious.
Oh, well, I have my moments.
But isn't it an awful risk to hand over operations to someone less accomplished in the subtleties of enterprise than yourself?
Actually, it's safer that way.
Really?
Yes, you see, in my experience, the less one knows about running a business, the less he can screw up. I make all the
What?
important decisions. The rest is just, paperwork.
Still, you wouldn't want your competitors getting their hands on that paperwork.
Oh, quite true. But we have a very large safe in which to store it.
Safes can be cracked.
No,
Maybe.
not this one. Even if someone could get inside, he'd still have to get past the security system.
Sounds
God, you
daunting.
fucking idiot. Why would
Oh,
you
it
talk
is.
to...
There are invisible beams.
Infrared?
Exactly. If you touch one of them, the doors lock and poison gas is released into the safe.
That is illegal.
How
And
terrible.
really?
I'd like to meet the burglar who could get in there.
It would take a lunatic even to
Staring
attempt
right
it.
Or a fool.
I'm that lunatic.
Thank you for your
Gonna
time,
go in there.
Baron Dumont.
Calling
It's
it.
been an eye-opening experience.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
happy to oblige. Never turn your
This
back
guy's
on a
a
worthy
dumbass.
cause, I always
Christ.
say.
A worthy meal is more like it.
Right. Okay, and yep, I just checked my hard drive space. Got plenty of space left to keep recording, so let's carry on. Trainee. Yeah, we did. Well, it's not bad. 11 out of 19, it's over half. Aha! Now this will give us some bonuses like armor upgrades and health upgrades and stuff. So thanks for not getting hurt award, Mr. Jones. Unity recruiting. Okay.
Well done, Agent Archer.
Yay.
You redeem yourself yet. In the meantime, don't get cocky. There's still work to be done.
We did something
Command
right.
will fill you in on the details. Report there immediately.
Okay, advanced field tactics. Okay, another one of these missions.
Is it possible he was putting on an act?
I don't think so, sir. I'm fairly confident the man is an imbecile.
Wow.
I heard the tape and I gotta agree.
Still, it's clear that Dumas Industrial Enterprises is somehow linked to harm.
Well, didn't the Baron say that he wasn't really running the show anyway? Who's the vice president of the company?
According to our research, his name is Damascus Valentine.
DV.
What?
His initials, Damascus Valentine, Dmitry Volkov. Coincidence?
Fuck off.
Seems rather tenuous.
It does.
But nonetheless intriguing. In any case, we need to know what's in the safe the Baron mentioned to you.
What
It
evil
won't be
genius is
easy,
dumb enough to
naturally,
use his
but it
initials
could
to
be the
make a
key
fake
to this
name?
investigation.
I'm looking forward to the challenge, sir.
That's the spirit. Mr. Smith, what did intelligence find out about the building?
It's a veritable fortress. Not only is there a suspiciously large and well-trained security staff, but they've also invested heavily in high-tech surveillance equipment, cameras, infrared alarm systems, the works.
They must really have something to hide.
Our thoughts exactly.
So what's the plan? Who is going inside?
You are.
What? Why her? It's way too dangerous for a woman.
Again.
Oh, don't start with that again.
Fuck off, we just
Before
did the mission
joining
completely
Unity,
fine.
Agent Archer was something of an expert in, covert infiltration, one might say.
Breaking and entering, others might say.
Yeah.
Whatever the case, this assignment calls for stealth
If you're following the story, you'll
and
know that we used to be
subtlety.
a thief.
Yeah, I know. Subtlety isn't my specialty. I still think it's too dangerous for her to go in alone.
Out and now we're here.
Which is why you'll be providing a distraction for her downstairs.
Oh, great.
I like the sound of that.
How do I get inside?
Attempting entry on the ground floor would be suicide, even for an expert like Ms. Archer.
I don't think so.
The only way in is through the roof access.
Fairly reliable.
What did you have in mind? Am I going to have to parachute in?
Lol.
Too imprecise. Fortunately, there's an alternative. Dumas Enterprises is erecting a second skyscraper right next to its corporate headquarters. Our surveillance photos suggest that if you can get to the top of the new building, you can use a crane to cross over to the roof of the old one.
The surveillance photos suggest that this is possible?
It will be close. You'll have a zip cord to cut the difference.
I see.
Once you're inside the building, you'll need to locate the president's office and find the safe.
Seems like a
Photograph
really-
anything remotely suspicious.
Really unreliable plan.
We don't want to tip our hand, so leave everything as you found it. The less they know about our mission, the better. Now then, time is of the essence.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure I'll be able to infiltrate that whole building without anyone noticing, but you know, let's go.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics.
Yes.
Here we have the
Here's the
Sphinx
code breaker.
Series M code breaker. Simply attach it to a standard 10-key security pad, and it will run through a series of combinations until it breaks the code. The duration of this process is determined by the complexity of the code,
That's 12
so it may be
keys.
advisable to hide until the procedure is complete. Try out your code breaker
That's just a
on
lie,
the
in which
keypad.
case that is 10 keys. Security code. Wow. Where's the texture on like the bit where my thumb is better than everywhere else? Well, not the bit where my thumb is, but the bits on the side of that. Whatever. Why isn't this thing disguised? Maybe it is. I don't know. What the fuck is this? This is like the flimsiest kind of thing. Wow.
We've added an infrared scanner to your sunglasses to
Oh,
help you
God.
circumvent the security systems you're likely to encounter. If you see suspicious-looking fixtures like these mounted on a wall, be sure to switch on your scanner lest you announce your presence unintentionally.
Okay, so those could be anywhere in the map. Oh my god. Well, I suppose you'll see these things. Okay, right. Well,
Excellent.
that looks fairly simple. Oh, these people again. These people who have played no significant role at any part of the game. Oh, crappy. Opera. Nice. Stuck up cow. Nobody's drawn a dick on it yet. I don't think that's historically accurate.
I never have any fun.
Don't try and decipher that.
Neither do I.
Also, was that a Dragnov on the table? I think it was. I don't know who these people are. Ah. In fact, I did just come out from breaking that was literally just a cutscene kind of mission, but
While it's clear that Dumas...
yeah, I don't think we'll be doing that mission today, because from what I can remember, it's a very, very long mission, so I don't want to sit here recording for another hour. And by the space, I thought we'd be able to record like a couple of short missions, but you know, it's a bit late now. I don't have the space for it at the moment, so yeah. Anyway, that was that mission, which was called something. Further investigation required. Remember to like, favorite, subscribe, watch everyone else's content, and I'll see you later. Yes, I fucking nailed it.